Remember HQ? That used to be the thing everybody played every day when they liked trivia. Well, it still exists, and I found some archives for the show. So I've got 12 random questions for you from HQ. This is Trivia with Buds. What it be, and welcome to another episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Buds. Thanks for checking out my show. Today's episode, all about HQ-style questions on a website I found called hqbuff.com. You can kind of practice for future episodes of the show. You can go through a bunch of randomized questions, or you can play day by day. They update it every single day. And I like to check this out for different questions that I use in my own trivia, and just stumbled upon it last week or so. So it's pretty sweet. And it's cool that you can shuffle through just totally random questions from throughout the HQ ages. I have been thinking about doing some kind of daily activity where there is a HQ-style round of trivia that people can play at, like, let's say, noon every day on their lunch break or at home or on quarantine. And then I give away a prize to everybody who survives it at the end. If you're interested in something like that, try and drop me a line on social media at Ryan Buds or Trivia with Buds on just about everything and say, hey, I'd be down for that. And if enough people seem to respond to it, then I will definitely try and get that started maybe at the beginning of October or something like that. All right, we are going to jump into today's episode. Again, you can find these questions at hqbuff.com. Here we go. All right, guys, HQ-style questions in the vein of the show. We'll give you the question and then 3 possible answers, and they start off easy and get harder as we go on. Here's question number 1. In the original Jack and the Beanstalk, what does Jack trade for magic beans? Is that his hair, his voice, or his cow? Number 1, Jack and the Beanstalk, what does Jack trade for the magic beans? Hair, voice, cow. Question number 2, which of these dishes is most likely to be vegan? Would that be liver and onions, barbecue burnt ends, or garden salad? Number 2, which of these dishes is most likely to be vegan? Number 3, in baseball, what word refers to a base that a player is not entitled to but takes anyway? Is that a borrowed base, rented base, or stolen base? And number 4, what is the name of the offensive philosophy pioneered by 49ers coach Bill Walsh? Is that West Coast offense, air raid offense, or pistol offense? Question number 6, in which of these movies does Julia Roberts get married? Is it My Best Friend's Wedding, Valentine's Day, or Runaway Bride? Number 6, the 1995 hit Gangsta's Paradise was by Coolio with what guest rapper? Was it Biz Markie, LV, or Shock G? Biz Markie, LV, or Shock G? And number 7, which of these is not the nickname of a baseball Hall of Fame player? Is it the Big Unit, the Big Hurt, or the Big Man? Which of these is not the nickname of a baseball Hall of Fame player? The Big Unit, the Big Hurt, or the Big Man? Number 8, how many flavors does Dr. Pepper claim to have? Is it 21, 23, or 31? How many flavors does Dr. Pepper claim to have? 21, 23, or 31? Question number 9, which word describes both a type of stew and the kind of pot it is cooked in? Is that tagine, goulash, or jambalaya? Tagine, goulash, or jambalaya? Number 9. Question number 10, what famous structure was designed by a contest winner who received £5,000? Was it Burj Khalifa, Sydney Opera House, or the Wembley Stadium? Number 10, what famous structure was designed by a contest winner who received £5,000? Burj Khalifa, Sydney Opera House, or Wembley Stadium? Number 11, Avengers Endgame joined what other film as the only film to surpass $2.5 billion at the box office? Was it Titanic, The Force Awakens, or Avatar? Titanic, The Force Awakens, or Avatar? And number 12, in Space Jam, the NBA players whose powers were stolen did not play which position at the time? Was it point guard, power forward, or shooting guard? In Space Jam, the NBA players whose powers were stolen did not play which position at the time? Point guard, power forward, or shooting guard? Those are all your questions for HQ Style Trivia. Hope you had fun playing along, and remember to check out hqbuff.com for more HQ Style Trivia. We'll be right back in just a second with the answers. We are back with the answers to HQ Style Trivia, and I found these on a great website, hqbuff.com. Go check it out, guys. Here's number 1. In the original Jack and the Beanstalk, what does Jack trade for magic beans? That would be his cow. Number 1, his cow. Number 2, which of these dishes is most likely to be vegan? We had liver and onions, barbecue, burnt ends, and garden salad. Of course, if you're vegan, you can only eat the garden salad of those 3. Number 3, in baseball, what word refers to a base that a player is not entitled to but takes anyway? That is stolen. Stolen base. Number 4, what is the name of the offensive philosophy pioneered by 49ers coach Bill Walsh? That's called West Coast Offense. West Coast Offense. Number 5, in which of these movies does Julia Roberts get married? My Best Friend's Wedding, Valentine's Day, or Runaway Bride? It is Runaway Bride. Number 6, in Gangsta's Paradise from 1995, Coolio was joined by what guest rapper? The answer was LV. Capital L, capital V. Number 7, which of these is not the nickname of a Baseball Hall of Fame player? It was the Big Man. The Big Man. Number 8, how many flavors are in Dr. Pepper? It was not 21 or 31, but 23, like Michael Jordan's number 23. Number 9, which word describes both a kind of stew and the kind of pot that it is cooked in? That's tagine. Tagine. And number 10, what famous structure was designed by a contest winner who received £5,000? That was the Sydney Opera House. Sydney Opera House. Number 11, Avengers Endgame joined what other film as the only film to surpass $2.5 billion at the box office? That was Avatar. Just beat it by a smidge. Avatar. And number 12, in Space Jam, the NBA players whose powers were stolen did not play which position at the time? It was shooting guard. Shooting guard. And those were all your questions and answers for the fun little episode we just did on HQ Style Trivia. Thank you guys for playing along with me. I hope you had fun, and I hope you come play along with my show again. You can hit subscribe so you never miss an episode, which would be super helpful for me, because the more people that subscribe, the more we show up on different charts and things, and then more people hear about the show. Like my friend Lucy on the last episode, who just recently left a review, who said the show was recommended to her, and she usually doesn't like the recommendations, but she liked this one. So keep on leaving reviews and keep on subscribing and telling friends. That would be awesome of you. We have one more thing called the Fact of the Day. The fact of today is Russia is only 2 miles from Alaska. Sarah Palin can see her house from there. Russia is only 2 miles from Alaska on a map. That's nuts. All right. Thank you guys so much for listening to the show. Thanks for telling a friend. We'll see you next time for more Trivia with Buds. Cheers.